U.S. stock markets continue to find buyers on dips, according to what's going on early Friday. Before we start, a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by XNES, the world's leading retail brokerage firm offering ultra-fast execution and no overnight fees. Look for a link in the description below. The Nasdaq 100 has bounced a little bit during the early part of Friday, as it looks like the 200-day EMA being just below current pricing and price action is going to have an influence on what happens next. The 25,000 level is a large, round, psychologically significant figure, and if we can break above there, I think that sends people into the weekend with a pretty good feeling. The market has been consolidating for a while. We've had some earnings calls that have shaken the market back and forth, and probably more accurate to say earnings phone calls, the conference itself. There are some concerns about artificial intelligence, but this looks to me like a market that's just consolidating. The Dow Jones 30 looks pretty stout early during the session. As we are back above the 49,000 level, I do believe it is probably only a matter of time before we find ourselves looking at the 50,000 level, but I also recognize that it may take some time to get there because, quite frankly, we've just been killing time since the beginning of the year, chopping around, looking for a reason to get bullish. I think 50,000 is a little bit of a psychological barrier, and that is part of what's going on here. But ultimately, once we get through earnings season, I anticipate we go higher, especially with the U.S. economy doing better. Speaking of psychological numbers, the S&P 500 continues to eyeball the 7,000 level above. I think that's going to serve as a barrier. I also think it serves as a magnet. It looks like we are trying to recover. If we can take out the top of the candlestick from Thursday's sell-off, that's a very bullish sign. I do think we go higher over the longer term. And although earnings season will cause some headaches here and there, as it typically does, I think overall this is still a market that you want to buy dips in. My name's Christopher Lewis. I work for FXEmpire. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs up and subscribe.